Shalom. I want to start by giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I pray the Lord have peace, blessings, and mercy upon the households of the elect. This is the brother Shema Wan from the Great Millstone Houston Church. And I want to come with a quick hit going into, the woman worth fighting for. And that woman being wisdom. Wisdom meaning Sophia. But just want to get a few scriptures on that because, through the experience, that's ultimately what it is. You'll go through many different trials, many different tests, many ups and downs. But Sophia, being wisdom, is the woman to fight for, and just, not letting that go. Not letting that go, because it's that important. It's that important for us making it into the kingdom. Matter of fact, let me start there. Wisdom of Solomon. 1 second, let me pull it up. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 20. Getting straight to the point. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. It says, "Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom." The desire of wisdom bringeth forth to a kingdom. And let me get that word desire. That word desire goes into just a quick Google definition. It says a strong feeling of wanting or having something or wishing for something to happen. And that's how we ought to be, when it comes to wisdom, something that you ought to lust after and actually want to obtain, but that's the thing, obtaining it, there's a course that it'll take you through, that wisdom will take you to, So let me keep reading. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 20 again. "Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore." And that's the end goal, making it into the kingdom, being one of, if you are a man, being a joint heir with Yahweh Shai, but overall being a part of the Lord's elect, those that are going to be exempt from the judgments to come, those that are going to be able to endure in the faith until the end, those that operate decently and in order, when it comes to the whole, all across the board, being in this faith, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So that's the importance of desiring wisdom. And like I said, the course that it takes you on, according to the scriptures. I'm going to read this. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, "Wisdom's servants are the servants of the Holy One, and the Lord loves everyone who loves her." Speaking about wisdom. Verse 15, "Those who obey her will give sound judgments. Those who pay attention to her have true security." And man, just thinking about it, a lot of the times, like how the scriptures say, how much more in my absence, not just about the lessons or what men see, but like applying it to your life and actually doing it behind closed doors, because that's noticed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Everything that we do is going to be accounted for, whether it be good or bad. But it says, verse 15 again, "Those who obey her will give sound judgments." The way you operate, the way you conduct yourself, the way you handle situations, is it done decently and in order? Is it done in a way that you applied, the wisdom from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, how it's how we have the instructions to do so, being able to understand the scriptures now, being able to have faith in the word, and it'll display through your actions. So it says, "Those who pay attention to her have true security. So applying it to your life, applying it, not just hearing it, but being a doer also. Verse 16, put your trust in wisdom, and you will possess her and pass her on to your descendants. Because it doesn't stop, it keeps going. It keeps going. And I believe if I would read it in the KJV, let me see what it says in the KJV. 1 second. Because applying the law, that's wisdom also. Applying the law, being governed by the law, which is going to bring forth into the kingdom, being kingdom minded. In the kingdom of heaven, are we not going to be able to operate 100% according to the ways of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, keeping the law to the fullest, not to the best of our ability, which is we're doing now, but truly being able to have the laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, which is going to allow us to flourish and blossom and live forever. Let me see what it says in the KJV real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. And what was that? Okay. Sirach chapter 4 and 15 in the KJV. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't saying anything that wasn't in context. Okay, so let me go back to the GNT. So going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 4 in verse 17 in the GNT. All right, Sirach 4 and 17 in the GNT, it says, at first, wisdom will lead you along difficult paths. She will make you so afraid that you will think you cannot go on. The discipline she commands, or Salaki, it says, the discipline she demands will be tormenting, and she will put you to the test with her requirements until she trusts you completely. And that's a process. That's an experience. That's a process and that's an experience, man. Like I said, it's going to lead you along difficult paths. And the difficult paths are primarily, the battle in this flesh. Applying that wisdom, although we're in sinful flesh, this flesh wants to go off and operate carnally all the time. The flesh would want to take the easy way out. The flesh don't want to endure hard times. The flesh don't want to sacrifice when it comes time to it. The flesh don't want to keep its word, after you give it. But the spirit within our flesh, it wants to operate 100% according to the ways of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But the flesh is that battle. A lot of the times, a lot of them hardships is just due to us being in this flesh. So it says, at first, wisdom will lead you along difficult paths. She will make you so afraid that you will think you cannot go on. And that's a part of that this difficult path, because your thoughts, a lot of the things, especially when it comes to your thoughts, that's whenever the shit is like real heavy, because the demons know our weaknesses. They're familiar with us if we serve the Lord. And that's a part of the test. That's a part of the test, man. Having that strong mind, that strong heart, giving our heart, our mind completely to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and just trusting in him. As the scriptures say, lean not on thine own understanding, right? Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, all thy mind, and lean not on thine own understanding. That applies across the board. Just having faith, even whenever the flesh don't even want to do it. But inwardly, this is the way to go. This is the way to go. It says she will make you so afraid. She will make you so afraid that you will think you cannot go on. And that's being messed with in the mind. Just demons fucking with you, attacking you. But something is going on along this process. You're becoming more mature spiritually. You're becoming more firm and solid and stable, with the experiences that you're able to endure and overcome. It says the discipline she demands will be tormenting. So it's not going to be easy. It's not easy. It's not. And she will put you to the test with her requirements until she trusts you completely. And the requirements are applying the laws, statutes, and commandments, applying the wisdom that the Lord has given us, applying the faith, that the Lord blessed us with, application, doing it and not just saying it. That shit does get hard, but guess what? Hey, this is what it takes. This is what it takes. Then, as it said, she will trust you completely. So enduring it, that's a different. Now you're going to be opened up to it. Now you got leveled up because you are able to conquer the flesh and continue to do things decently and in order, no matter how hard it got. Right? No matter how hard it is. As the scriptures say, damn, I know it's in James. Let me get it real quick. Matter of fact, I got my Bible. 1 second. And mind you, the subject matter is still talking about wisdom. Let me go to it. James. James 1. All right, this is James chapter 1. In verse 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. And that's the thing, praying about it. And a lot of the things that we pray for, it's not like a genie in a bottle. You just rub it and you say what you want and it happens. Like as the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, don't be, I'm roughly paraphrasing, but basically going into like, don't just accept a man quickly. Try a man before you accept him, roughly paraphrasing. And that's how it works with the Lord. That's me being a younger brother, hearing the experiences from elders, even apostles, hearing those stories, how it, it's a test, it's a walk, it's an experience. And as the scripture's talking about, it ain't smooth all the time. But going back to the scripture, James 1 and 5, if any man lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So it's going to be a walk, a process, a time of trying you out. But the guideline is continue to apply the scriptures, continue to live it, no matter how much the flesh don't want to do it. That's where that discipline comes in, ruling over the flesh. I'll read verse 6, James 1 and 6. It says, but let him ask in faith. Let him ask in faith, truly believing what you're asking for, you're going to receive it. Not doubting it and not being scared of the walk, not being afraid of that experience or being uncomfortable, and that's like the spirit that's being pushed now, learning to love how to be uncomfortable, and that's building character. That's building your spirit up, man. That virtue is abounding and growing. The highest morals of an individual, the highest standards, man, just a true man of the Lord or a believer of the Lord. If you're a woman out there, it applies to all of us. So it says, but let them ask in faith, nothing wavering, and really being firm with it. Just continue to have the mindset of moving forward and overcoming. It says, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Verse 7, for let no man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So living it out, not just talking about it or it sounds good. No, living it, no matter what. But let me go back to Sirach chapter, what is this? Sirach chapter 4 in verse 17 in the GNT, it says, at first, wisdom will lead you along difficult paths. She will make you so afraid that you will think you cannot go on. The discipline she demands will be tormenting, and she will put you to the test with her requirements until she trusts you completely. So after that, enduring it, you say having faith in the Lord to give you the increase to be able to withstand it. Because like I said, this shit is real. We are in sinful flesh. The flesh wants to go off. The flesh wants to have it easy. The flesh don't want to get, take the low. But we're here to please the Lord and serve the Lord. Be obedient to the Lord no matter what. Verse 18. We're servants. Just like Yahushua, that's the greatest example. He came as a servant. No matter what it was, he applied the scriptures and he lived it. Verse 18, it says, then she will come to you with no delay, reveal her secrets to you, and make you happy. And these words are faithful and true. Now let me read this. This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 20, also in the GNT. It says, undisciplined people find wisdom's demand too hard and don't have enough determination to meet them. Now that's the complete opposite. Basically, excuse my language, but bitching up. Being a talker, a talker and not a doer. It sounds good, it looks good, but the requirements that come with the wisdom, applying the scriptures, in living it and displaying it, especially whenever it's not seen. That's the difference. But it said it was too hard and they didn't have enough determination to meet them. And that determination, that word determination, it means firmness of purpose. Firmness of purpose. It says the process of establishing something exactly by calculation or research, applying the scriptures. Applying the scriptures. So it says, verse 20 again, undisciplined people find wisdom's demands too hard and don't have enough determination to meet them. Her requirements are a burden heavier than they are willing to bear, and they quickly lay them aside. That's whenever it comes time to continue to operate in the spirit, regardless of how the flesh is feeling. And it's easier said than done. But those that endure it, that's evidence that, man, you got a chance to be a part of the Lord's elect. You got a chance to be one of those. The Lord is going to come back and he's going to find faith in you. You did everything that you had to do. You tried, you suffered, but you endured it. You got tested and you made it out, and you became refined during that whole process. Yeah, the flesh is weak, but the spirit, come on now. The spirit is willing. The spirit can endure it. The Lord said he'll give you the increase. If you lack in that wisdom, pray to him with faith and believe in what you ask for, and it's gonna come to pass. You're gonna get the increase. But the time of testing and the time to endure, that's where it's gonna be made known. You being made and built up, or really broken down and you running from the fire that comes with it. So it says her requirements are a burden heavier than they are willing to bear, and they quickly lay them aside. You quit, you give up. It's too hard. You operate in a way that's not decent and in order. Cutting corners. And cutting corners, that's easy. That shit is easy. Cutting corners ain't how it's supposed to be done, though. And that applies to everything. That applies to everything. Cut corners whenever there's a specific way to do a job. Yeah, you were able to have the burden lifted a little. It was easier, but the outcome is a piece of shit. Because a lot of things are missing and it's not complete the proper way. And going into character building. Verse 22, discipline means just that. Discipline means just that, ruling over the flesh, that spiritual battle, fighting through it. And the shit gets hard, but you don't stop fighting. So it says discipline means just that. Discipline, and not many people are able to discipline themselves. Not many people are able to discipline themselves. You know, one, off top, this only applies to the nation of Israel. So a lot of people are already out. But within the nation of Israel, it's not many that are going to be able to apply it. You know, a lot of people quit and give up. It get too hard. Or just fucking around. But, you know, going back to the topic of the woman to fight for being Sophia, you know, wisdom, you know, the outcome of it will bring forth to a kingdom, as I brought out that Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. But, you know, I'll end it there. I pray this was edifying to the Lord's elect. Again, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom.